Hey guys, my name is Avigat, and in this video I'll be creating a Java program to find whether a number is a sunny number. So before I start with the program, I'll just explain to you what a sunny number is. So in simple terms, a sunny number is basically when the following number of a given number is a perfect square. So I'll just give you one example of a sunny number, after which I'll tell you what is not a sunny number. Okay, so this is the first example. So when the input is 8, 8 plus 1, which is the following number, is 9, and the root of 9 is 3, and you can see that 3 is a positive integer, which means that 9 is obviously a perfect square. So in this case, 8 is a sunny number. Let's move on to the next example. So here, if the input is 10, then 10 plus 1, which is the following number, will give you 11. However, when you calculate the root of 11, you will get 3.3, which is not a positive integer, which means that 11 is not a perfect square. And if 11 is not a perfect square, then we know that 10, which is the preceding number, is not a sunny number. So that is just a general overview of what a sunny number is. Now let's begin writing the code. So over here I've written the basic structure of any Java program. So first I've written the import line, class, public static void main, and scanner sc equals to new scanner, which is the line we need to get input from the user. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do now is create the variables. First, I'll create an integer variable, which is going to be n, and this variable is going to be used to store the user input value. Now, I'll create a double variable, and this will be used to store the square root, because square roots are not always integers. They can be doubles, as we saw in the example before. So I will create a variable called sqr, short for square root, and then I'll also create another variable called d, which is short for difference. And I'll tell you why we'll need that variable in a second. Now I will write the print statement to get input. So system.out.println, and here within the quotation I'll say enter a number. Okay, so now that this is done, I will say n is equal to sc.nextInt, and nextInt is a method used to gather input in the form of an integer. Okay, so now that this is done, I'm going to calculate the square root of the number. So in order to calculate the square root of any number, you'll have to use a function called math.sqrt or math.squareroot, which is an inbuilt Java function which you'll be using for this code. So like I mentioned before, we'll be using the sqr variable to store the square root. So sqr is equal to math.sqrt. Math.sqrt is a math function, which is why we've added math at the start of this function. Now within these brackets, I will say n plus 1, because like I said at the start of the program, a sunny number checks whether the number following it is a perfect square. So I'll simply write n plus 1, which is the next number. This line will calculate the square root for the next number after n. Okay, so for a number to be a perfect square, its square root must be a positive integer and it shouldn't have any decimals. So to find out whether it has any decimals, we'll be writing the next piece of code. So first I will say d, which is the difference. D is equal to sqr minus math.floor. Within the brackets, I will write sqr. So first I'll just tell you what this math.floor function does, and then I'll explain this piece of code with an example. So math.floor is basically another function used to round off any value. For example, if the number is 5.4, then the math.floor function will round it down. Okay, so it will always round down the decimal number to the nearest whole number. So 5.4 in this case would become 5. I'll give you another example. This time 6.7. So usually when we round off, we always round up if the decimal point is 5 or above. And if we'd use that logic, this 6.7 should be equal to a 7. However, the math.floor function always rounds down no matter what the decimal place value is. So 6.7 in this case would also be rounded down to 6. So now that this part is clear, I'll move on to the next part of the code. And after the entire code is completed, I'll just run through everything once again and explain it once more with a proper example, so you'll get a lot more clarity. So after the variable d has got a value, I will write my if conditions. If within the bracket, I will say if d double equal to 0, 0.0, because here we've said that d is a double value, so you can't just write 0 because that just means that it's a integer. So I'll have to write 0.0, which indicates that it's a double. And here, if d double equal to 0, then I will print out that it's a Sunny number, because then it means that it's a perfect square. Okay, so Sunny number. Now I'll write my else statement. So else system.out.println not a Sunny number. Okay, so now that this program is done, I'll just explain the code. Okay, so this is the first part. Here we're getting user input. So here, let's say the input is 8. In the next part, we're finding the square root of the next number. So we're going to find the square root of 8 plus 1, root of 8 plus 1, which is equal to root of 9, which is equal to 3 if you simplify it, because 3 times 3 is 9. So here we've got 3, which is stored in SQR, and now in this part we're going to subtract the squared number, which is 3, by the rounded off number of 3.0, because 3 is a whole number and this can't be rounded off further. So 3 minus 3.0 is 0, and now it brings us to the next part, this if condition over here, and here we're checking if d double equal to 0. So over here we've already seen that d's value has been set to 0 because 3 minus 3 is 0, and here the condition is true, d is equal to 0 over here, and so it will print out Sunny number. Now I'll give you another example. So let's say you're putting 10 over here as input. So the root of 10 plus 1, which is equal to the root of 11, is equal to 3.3. Now it will subtract this 3.3 value by the floor value of 3.3, which is nothing but 3.0. Okay, so 3.3 is the square root value, and math.floor square root will give you 3.0, and when you subtract this, you will get 0.3, which is greater than 0. So over here in the if condition, this will be false. So d is not equal to 0 in this case, and so it will print out that it's not a Sunny number. So now that this part is done, let's check the output. So compile, void main. So first I'll input 8. Here it shows that it's a Sunny number. Now I'll input 10. Here it shows that it's not a Sunny number. Okay, yeah, so that is all for this video. If you want the code, it will be available on my website avigatgupta.com, so you can check that out. The link will also be added in the description. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and see you later. Bye.